Can you guess which DC character was only supposed to appear in one single episode? Today, this character is an absolute icon, a global phenomenon, but her creators never saw it coming. We're talking about the one and only Harley Quinn. Let's turn back the clock to 1992. The legendary Batman the Animated Series was in full swing. Writer Paul Dini was working on an episode called Joker's Favor. He needed a female sidekick for the Joker, someone to pop out of a cake and help him create chaos. The role was originally just a walk-on part, a nameless Joker's henchgirl, but Dini had a flash of inspiration. He remembered watching his friend, actress Arlene Sorkin, in the soap opera Days of Our Lives. In one scene, she was dressed as a jester in a dream sequence. That image stuck with him. He thought, what if the Joker had his own jester-themed sidekick? And just like that, Harley Quinn was born. Dini even called Arlene Sorkin and asked if she'd be interested in voicing the character. She immediately said yes. Her unique, high-pitched Brooklyn-esque accent became the definitive voice of Harley. It was a perfect match for the character's playful yet unhinged personality. The episode aired, and the response was immediate and overwhelming. Fans absolutely loved her. She was funny, she was quirky, and she had this fascinating, complex relationship with the Joker. The creative team at Warner Bros. Animation noticed the buzz. The producers, Bruce Timm and Eric Radomski, saw the potential. They started bringing Harley back for more episodes. Each appearance fleshed out her character a little more. We saw her unwavering, and frankly, toxic devotion to her Putin, but we also saw glimpses of a smart, capable woman underneath the makeup. The episode Harley and Ivy was a game-changer. It paired her with Poison Ivy, showing Harley could exist and thrive outside of the Joker's shadow. This friendship became one of the most beloved dynamics in the entire DC universe, giving Harley a support system and a path toward her own identity. The demand was so huge that DC Comics knew they had to bring her into the main comic book continuity. In 1994, they released the Batman Adventures, Mad Love. This Eisner Award-winning comic, created by Dini and Timm, finally told Harley's origin story. We learned she was once Dr. Harlan Quinn, a brilliant psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum who fell in love with her patient, the Joker. He manipulated her, twisted her mind, and transformed her into his devoted partner in crime. Harley Quinn. This tragic backstory added incredible depth and made her a much more sympathetic figure. It wasn't just about a silly sidekick anymore. It was a story about obsession, abuse, and a lost soul. From there, her popularity exploded. She got her own comic series in 2000, which further explored her breaking away from the Joker and finding her own way in the world, often as an anti-hero. She moved to Coney Island, assembled her own crew, and became a landlord. This was Harley on her own terms, a chaotic force for good. Mostly, she was still unpredictable and violent, but she was directing it towards people who deserved it. She was protecting the underdog, which made her even more relatable. Then came the video games. The Batman Arkham series introduced Harley to a whole new generation of fans. Voiced once again by Arlene Sorkin in the first two games, and later by Tara Strong. This version of Harley was darker, more menacing, but still had that signature spark. Her designs in the games became instantly iconic and influenced her look across all media for years. She was no longer just a supporting character. She was a major antagonist, a boss battle, a force to be reckoned with. Of course, we can't talk about Harley's rise without mentioning the big screen. In 2016, Margot Robbie brought Harley Quinn to life in Suicide Squad. While the film itself had mixed reviews, Robbie's performance was universally praised. She perfectly captured Harley's energy, humor, and unpredictability. Her look in the movie The Daddy's Little Monster shirt, the baseball bat, became one of the most popular Halloween costumes of the decade. Harley was officially a mainstream superstar. Margot Robbie championed the character, pushing for a story that would showcase her independence. That led to the film Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. This movie was all about Harley breaking up with the Joker for good and finding her own footing, teaming up with other female heroes. It was a colorful, chaotic, and empowering story that solidified her status as an anti-hero who plays by her own rules. She followed that up with another fantastic appearance in the Suicide Squad, proving she can lead, she can fight, and she can be the heart of a team. And we can't forget her own animated series on HBO Max. The Harley Quinn Show is a critically acclaimed, adult-oriented comedy that fully embraces the character's chaos, her journey of self-discovery, and her romantic relationship with Poison Ivy. It's smart, hilarious, and has taken the character to new heights, exploring her trauma and her growth in a way no other adaptation has. It finally puts her relationship with Ivy front and center, something fans had been wanting to see for years. So, how did this one-off character become a pillar of the DC universe, standing tall alongside Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman? It's a combination of things. It's the brilliant initial concept by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm. It's the unforgettable voice work by Arlene Sorkin and others who followed. It's her incredibly compelling and tragic backstory. Harley is a character who has endured immense psychological abuse but refuses to be just a victim. She's a survivor. She finds joy, friendship, and her own power in a world that tried to break her. Her journey from a simple henchwoman to a complex anti-hero is one of the most fascinating character arcs in modern pop culture. She represents a kind of chaotic freedom. She's proof that you can go through terrible things, make mistakes, and still come out the other side. Find your own people, and define yourself on your own terms. She wasn't planned. She wasn't part of some grand corporate strategy. She was a spark of an idea for a single episode that fans fell in love with, and that love propelled her to superstardom. She is, without a doubt, the character DC never saw coming, and we're so glad she's here to stay. Thanks for watching. What's your favorite Harley Quinn moment or version? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from the world of comics. See you next time.